Hello, we're live. No swearing.
Jody.
Jody. Clearly pointed at Jody. Or off-color comments. So yeah, this is this is our reaction video for WandaVision Episodes 1 and 2. We'll do a break in the middle, so if you need to go for a pee or whatever it is, they're there. But other than that, there will be no breaks, no interruptions, no pausing, no nothing. As soon as we start, we are gonna go. So just to be clear, and we should have done this through it, and if you want to go and watch Mando for Show as well, you can come back and watch this. But what we're going to do is we're going to start the episode by moving the playhead to 00000, wait for the countdown, 3, 2, 1, and then we go. So that's the kind of instructions anyway. So you start the episode, the playhead's back to 0.
Mine only says 0.00.
Mine says 00:00:00.
Does it? Mine's just 00. Right, okay.
Are we ready?
I am ready.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Born ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, is this a Disney
Start the Mando?
It's like the start. I went.
Oh no, it's not. Not anymore.
No.
Apparently, there's the credit. The visuals have changed a little bit.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
On the Marvel thing, they've added a few in, haven't they?
Yeah.
Because remember they had the special that was for
Guys, how many seconds are you?
Chadwick Boseman.
32.
32. That's where the music changes, the sound changes to old fashioned, and the aspect ratio changes to old fashioned.
I'm at 46 now.
Right.
So they're just driving along in their Buick.
Yep.
I think it's a Buick. If it's not a Buick, let me know in the comments below. I'm pretty sure it's a Buick. It's got the 3 little pentaports or portaports, what they're called.
So this is meant to be like Dick Van Dyke Show, a 50s, is it 50s sitcom?
50s,
early 60s.
Very authentic.
We will quickly discover that I am not an expert on this genre of television.
Right, okay.
And I'm not an expert on Vision or Scarlet Witch. So swings and roundabouts.
We'll be able to cover it.
Did you read any of the comics to do with when they had they lived together like this?
No, never.
Because there wasn't there?
I'm not sure. I couldn't even say, Jody. The only stuff I like the stuff about Vision was when he was in the Avengers and when he'd done the West Coast Avengers, and I liked the stuff with Scarlet Witch. There was a storyline called House of M. I didn't really pay much attention to her. You know, these are two kind of fairly obscure. Well, Vision's not as obscure, but Scarlet Witch I feel is quite an obscure character to focus on. But she came into her own with this House of M storyline, which is probably, I think, our most famous. But other than that, I don't really know that much about.
Because I've seen some comic book covers, and they're like a wee nuclear family, with a couple of kids in that.
Yep.
But I've not read any of them. But it is based on some comic.
This is, yeah.
But the actual the way it's filmed and stuff like that, it's dead authentic. Even the humour and the acting.
I know.
Didn't tell that.
Didn't they get Dick Van Dyke to be some kind of consultant?
They did,
yeah.
Were you guys saying that last night? I heard it somewhere.
Yeah.
They
brought him in.
last night.
He went, there's the
for the slapstick bits.
I think so, yeah. And also just a sort of general set piece as well. Set design.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because it's
just Van Dyke.
He's old. 90s?
Must be 90 something.
Yeah. Still kicking.
I'll be honest with you, I thought he was dead.
No, he was also in Mary Poppins Returns.
Yeah.
No,
he played the older Duke. Actually, no, he played the younger Duke's he was old enough to play now.
Mm.
No, it's not the Duke, is it? I can't remember the name of the bank company.
This was what I expected, right? Because of you see the trailers and stuff like that.
Aye.
But it's also definitely, before I've seen the trailers, wasn't what I expected them to do with this.
Exactly.
And the fact that there's no chase scene, there's no punching, there's no fights, so there's none of that stuff. I like that actually. Yeah, it's a total curveball.
I like that line. Wanda charmed, as in, is she charmed? Is she under a spell?
You don't see ladies wearing aprons these days, do you?
I'm not even going to joke. I am not even going to make any kind of joke about that at all. I'm just going to say, no, you don't. You don't see that, Jody, at all.
Good observation.
Thank goodness.
I'm reaching out.
So is she? This I know. I like comic books a lot, but Faith was telling me this character here is some other superhero meant to be.
She could be. She's Abigail Harkness. That's what everyone thinks. Agnes Abigail Harkness, which Captain Jack is named after. I think we mentioned that in the podcast yesterday, but no, I don't know if I did. Yeah, Captain Jack Harkness from Doctor Who. He's named after Harkness from the comic books, which is this which allegedly could be this character.
Right. Okay.
Right. Yeah, something's definitely going on with her because she keeps mentioning her husband, who
Ralph
is never there.
Yeah. I think Ralph is also like a kind of nod to the Honeymooners as well, because it's got that kind of vibe to it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they have fully committed loads and loads and loads of money to make it look like this.
Yeah, I know.
They spent a fortune on lenses as well, so they don't make lenses like they used to make in the 50s. So they like recut glass to get the lenses shape that they would get. Vision, apparently, his makeup was not red in the black and white stuff. It's green or it's a different color anyway. It's blue because it shows up better under the lighting.
They've done that with the original, the old Superman serials from. Oh man, that must have been the 40s or 50s.
The George Reeves ones.
Yeah, the George Reeves one. His costume was, I don't know. It certainly wasn't blue and red. It was a different color because it showed up better.
Okay.
All right. There's a comment as well about the tie that he's got on. See the insignia in his tie.
Isn't that the wee buttons on the side of your fridge?
Is it?
Is the buttons on the side of your fridge?
Can you see my fridge from here?
Is your fridge showing? Hey, mister, is your fridge running?
Your fridge is out.
Go up and catch it then.
Mate, your fridge is out.
I can see your fridge.
Yes, the classic sitcom trope of the husband and wife not knowing what the anniversary's for and having mixed messages.
It's right down. I mean, it's right down to the acting as well. The way it's acted, it's very of that kind of generation. I thought that was David Schwimmer coming in there at first.
Everybody thinks that's David Schwimmer.
Really?
Yeah, you're not the only one.
All right. There's some quite good funny humour in it as well.
Yeah. I do like the ukulele bit that comes up later on.
I like that bit.
But that was actually the first time I laughed in the show when I watched this.
I thought he's quite funny in that bit. You white picket fence.
Yep. Any comments about the white picket fence, Jody?
The colour of the white picket fence wasn't actually white because it was yellow because it shows up better in black and white.
Yeah. That is simply not true.
I'm intrigued to know why they've gone down this route.
I don't know either. I think you know what? It's a bold choice, Cotton. Let's see how that plays out. That's the only quote I can think of.
Especially for the first, foray into TV.
Yeah.
For Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is officially kicked off Phase 4.
Yeah.
But this shouldn't have kicked off Phase 4.
Black
Widow
should have
the home and away thing.
Say far from home.
No, Far From Home was definitely the end of Phase 3.
Was that part of Phase 3? Was it?
No, that was the part of Phase 3. So I'm sure Black Widow should have kicked off. But Black Widow should have kicked off Phase 4. But this has kicked off Phase 4.
Right. Because I think Phase 4 is all about the multiverse. Because Spider-Man's getting a multiverse thing as well, which is going to be.
Oh, absolutely.
Toby
DC are doing it as well.
Maguire and Andy Garfield.
Andy Garfield.
Yeah.
So,
along with Doc Ock and Jamie Foxx.
And Doctor Strange's thing is... Well, this is interesting, this wee advert. Sorry,
these are good.
Are you tired of... Is your husband tired of you burning his toast?
I know.
Good God.
I love it. The sexism aspect. That's why I was picking up an apron earlier. This is the first wee splash of colour we see, isn't it?
Yep, it is. There's a little face on it as well.
Nice. So who makes this?
Stark Industries.
Oh, I can see Stark there.
Toastmate 2000.
Your future.
Not anymore.
How cool would it be to get one of those toasters?
I know that would be cool.
Also, it was really nice to see the mum from that 70s show make a cameo in this. She's fantastic. She's a really good actress.
She is good. She's funny in it, actually.
Diane Krupp, is it?
What's the name of the show?
It is. Isn't he technically from Europe because he's got an English accent?
Well, yes. So it turns into a wee bit bewitched-y, this episode, though, doesn't it?
A little bit.
A little bit bibbity bobbity boo. That's not how you spell my name, Paul. That's all I've got to say about that. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Paul.
Paul, are you watching this just now? She changes her outfit quite a few times over these episodes.
Yeah.
Also, the jump cuts are just the jump cuts are amazing as well. The jump cut with the dress is slightly out of frame.
Yeah.
Great.
Quite authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's better up there, actually.
I'm watching this. This is the second time I've watched it. And when I was watching it the first time, I was watching it more like try to just, are they really doing this? I mean, essentially, I've spoken to people who afterwards just was like, nothing happened, or, oh, that's an hour of my life I'll never get back, that kind of thing. But obviously they're expecting something else.
But then it would have been worse if the trailers hadn't been all like that.
Aye,
You know?
yeah.
And it was a total shocker. You know, like, that's weird.
I actually think that they made a conscious decision to put out the two episodes back to back, because I don't think there was enough to catch people in the first episode, and so it wasn't until the end of the second episode that you actually sort of see where it's kind of going to go, where it's going, like the trajectory where it's going. Because with the first episode, it's like, is this just going to be the Dick Van Dyke show? With a little bit of weirdness thrown in. But with the second one, it's like, oh, it looks like they're going through all these different times. That makes sense. Paul's asking how many any episodes. I think there's 9 in this season. All in. So we've had 2 just now, so there's another 7 to go.
Yeah. Somebody was saying to me, or asking if it's going to be all a different era of sitcom, right up all episodes, but I don't think it is it?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
The first 3.
No, it is.
Is
no,
it?
they're talking about it's going to go all the way through to the 2000s.
I thought, aye.
Oh, it is?
The first,
right,
I thought that's why I
unusual
thought
then.
this. I thought that's why this Dick Van Dyke episode was the 50s, and Bewitched or I Dream of a Genie was the 60s. Then next week it'll be the 70s. Then 80s, and I think I worked it out to be episode 8 would take you to the 20s, the 2020s.
Right,
If that's the way they're doing
that
it.
makes it even weirder.
Yeah.
Because in the timeline, is Vision not dead in the snap?
I think he's dead in 2024 because obviously they've jumped forward quite a few years because they've lived with the snap. They've lived in the after effects of the snap for 3 or 4 years, I'm sure, if I remember correctly. Paul Bettany's good at in this.
I think he is. I think he is as well.
I thought he was okay.
Actually, I like him in a lot of stuff. He was good in Solo as well, I thought.
He was good in Solo.
No, he was great.
He wasn't the original actor for. He wasn't the original actor for that.
I know this, but I can't remember who was going to be the original villain.
It was a black actor. Can't remember. Do you know who it was, Paul?
Just gonna look it up.
And I don't know if it was scheduling because of the fact that Solo effectively get filmed twice.
Aye.
So
I'm sure that is what it was.
It wasn't available for when they did it again. Ron Howard. There you go. Michael
K. Williams.
Both. He's wearing the apron now.
Who was it going to be?
Michael K. Williams.
Can't remember who that is.
Oh yeah, that guy. I know who it is.
All right. Okay.
He was in Community and a whole bunch of other things, but I know him from Community.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, in The Wire. Yeah.
The Wire. Thanks, Paul. Do you see what they've been served? It's like breakfast.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with breakfast at dinner time, Jody.
It's like a cooked breakfast.
Yeah.
A bit unusual.
Do you have bacon uncooked? Is that the normal thing for you?
I go at it just now, actually.
I'll tell you something. Do you know what's really nice is what they're having, which is scrambled eggs, bacon, and home fries. Oh, I could go that now.
I could go that.
That right bottle of wine's meant to mean something.
The House of M, yeah, it's
House
like
of M,
House of Contempt, I think it says. Yeah.
There's a date on it as well. Does it not say 1954?
Yeah, there's a definite date on it as well. Yeah.
Is that there just to kind of put a rough time, maybe, on where it is at the moment?
It's probably just so that it's to get people geeking out over it, going, "Oh, it was 1954, and of course the calendar was there, and there was this one. That means it was actually 1952, and so if we extrapolate that, that means it's going to be and all that kind of stuff."
I've got to say, right, see, like a lot of films, especially franchises, will give you Easter eggs, but they're a lot more in your face than the Easter eggs you're getting on this.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like pause that bit, look that up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you've got to work for your Easter eggs because you could easily go through this without. I mean, except for the Stark Industries, which still you've got to look a little bit close for. Yeah. There's a bit later on with Hydra, the Hydra
watch.
made the watch.
Yeah, because it's Strucker watches, which in Strucker was the Baron that I think they were in league with. The Maximoff twins were in league with in Sokovia.
Yep, that's right.
See this scene here. It's very Twin Peaksy.
Yeah. It is
sinister, isn't it?
Yeah, she keeps repeating "stop it" over and over again.
Aye, and kind of laughing. It's pretty gross how he takes that chunk of meat out of him.
Mm-hmm.
What is he choking on when they've got a fried breakfast?
Bacon. You can choke in bacon.
You could.
I'm wearing this out of protest because we're not watching Mandalorian.
We're going to do season 1 of Mando.
Yeah.
After WandaVision. Not straight after this video, but once it's all finished.
I don't even know where the guy's from, funny. Mr. Hart. I've seen him before as well.
I recognise him. Yeah, definitely recognise him.
See, the old getting the promotion because you give your boss for
the way it used to be.
Yep.
Do you think there was a real studio audience there, or is that just special effect?
I wonder.
There was. It was filmed for a live studio audience. Yeah.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Was it
really?
Oh.
No way.
Yeah. Oh no, they went full in.
That's pretty authentic.
I like this then. Well, I'm not saying I didn't like it, but I like it more.
She's nice, isn't she?
She's a good actor.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Me too. I'm back to full strength now.
Oh, how many are you up to?
I can knock out 20. Can knock out 20.
Can you?
20 in a row.
In
one go?
In one go.
Wow. Back to full strength. So they can't remember anything prior to getting there or nothing.
Yeah.
I'd totally get drawn in by that type of mystery.
So that ended at 22 seconds exactly, which is the length of a sitcom. 22 seconds.
22 minutes.
22 minutes.
22 minutes. Sorry, geez, 22 seconds. God, I spoke with authority, but spoke total garbage at the same time. There you go. Yeah, 22 minutes. Whose hand's that?
So this is telling us that all is not what it seems.
That is correct, yes. We don't know.
Now, we're not going to watch the 15 minutes worth of titles, are we?
No, it's another 7 minutes or something. Yeah.
Or are we?
Or are we?
I didn't check right at the very end in case there was...
There's kind of Easter eggy things as like a house and stuff in there.
I did because I thought to myself, 7 minutes, it can't be all the titles, surely, but it pretty much is.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
there's a wee here.
Yep.
Specs. An apron.
What are you talking about? It's a house. Oh, there's a water tower as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just sort of describing parts of the town that they're in. Oh, and the little mobile with the butterflies on it.
It's a bridge, Sloan. It's a bridge. Oh no, it's not. It's stairs. That's a house. Home Alone. Well, that's their original outfits, wasn't it?
That weird Coen
So he
Brothers.
was. Well done.
Check you out, Paul.
So is that supposed to represent like the pixels of a TV set?
I've turned it off. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
I'm in
I think
0.00.
Anyway,
episode
right, 2 rings
2.
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So episode
You've-
2.
You've gone for it.
You're going supersonic. Okay.
All
right.
Wait a minute.
We ready?
I am
No.
ready.
No,
I'm not.
Jody. Refusal.
Right, okay.
Are you ready? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Disney Plus
Plus one is
original.
36 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't skip the recap.
Never.
No, never skip the recap.
Never.
Funnily enough, he doesn't have an indestructible head.
So many questions.
I know.
I know. That's obviously relevant.
Handed.
That little.
Mhm. Da, da, da. I wonder if Stan Lee will appear in this.
Sure.
Baby Vision.
Not bad. Not bad.
Vodou.
Question. I'm sure they did have. I'm sure they did. They did have a baby. At some
Probably.
point. I'm sure they did.
Oh yeah,
I think it's the
that's
trailer.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in
No.
this show?
Another
Not in
common.
the show, but just in the books.
I always
Right.
wondered about this when I was a kid. So Terry and June, remember Terry and June? They like married couples always had separate beds. Like George and
That's
Mildred,
right.
they always had separate beds.
That would
But
be in Gillian.
Laurel and Hardy always shared the same bed.
So did Eric and Ernie. Walking
Eric and
Alive
Ernie, yeah.
And they wore 90s.
shared
did
a
they not?
bed.
Well, they were Goonie things.
Yeah.
They weren't
Really,
90s.
sorry.
They wore and aprons. They wore aprons sometimes.
They did wear aprons, especially in that Making the Breakfast skit.
That's right.
So, because I don't know much about this era of television, I'd looked into some of these things, especially the whole separate bed thing.
Hang on a minute.
Mhm.
And that.
Sorry, you go.
No, go on. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, you lived in Arizona. You must have seen Nick at Night.
I have seen some of this stuff.
Okay.
I've seen some of the stuff. But I looked into it, and there's a whole thing of firsts. You know, like when actors were married as characters, but not as people, they never shared a bed on TV.
Right. Okay.
And it's either I Dream of a Genie or Bewitched. I think it was Bewitched. They were the first time where two actors weren't married, but they shared the same bed, and that was a thing.
Huh.
So I Love Lucy. They were married, weren't they? Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball.
Oh, no. I'm literally only regurgitating what I heard.
I think they did have it. I think they did share a bed on TV. Maybe they didn't in real life.
Well, they sorted that
This
out.
is full on
like-
Bewitched.
This is
like
full on
Bewitched,
Bewitched. Yeah.
See the hexagon.
Music
See that
is-
the stars. See the stars there were hexagonal,
Yeah.
and then at the end of the first episode, it was they were framed in a hexagonal
Yeah. I'm
So
calling
his
it
eyes-
right now.
as well.
Go.
Doctor
What?
Who crossover.
So
Doctor Who crossover.
the love heart was on the calendar. His eyes were a love heart. He just drew a love heart in the sky.
Yeah.
His boss is cold heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See all the cast of characters, and the guy with the moustache is the husband of the blonde woman Dottie that's in charge of the place.
Right.
And I think that's why she's annoyed with Wanda, is because Vision got the promotion and her husband didn't.
Right.
Okay.
But she's one of these busybody women, anyway, isn't she? That's kind of runs the whole place.
Yeah, she's in charge of everything. Yeah.
Aye, and she's got to be respected if you want to be somebody.
Yeah. Somebody special.
Somebody special.
And it's a whole new set. This is like for the second episode. It is a whole new.
Yeah.
I think I must have been quite drunk when I watched this the first time around. I can't really remember this.
Really?
Feels like I'm watching it for the first time.
Oh, really? We watched it on Friday night, about 11 o'clock. We watched both episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And after the first one, I wasn't sure how Danny would take it, because he's 9. And but he was like, oh, let's watch the second one, you know?
Uh-huh.
There must have been enough in there to intrigue him.
Yeah. So apparently what's this? I think Vision is plugged in somewhere.
It's being literally used to do something like a computer.
Uh-huh.
Just the brain being used.
Could be someone sifting through his mind to try and find. Good theory.
So are these going to be linked to the movies? Everything's going to be linked again.
Yeah, because it's Sam Feige that's doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
So I was going to say her trousers are a thing as well. Is it Mary Tyler Moore? I'm just regurgitating. Is it who she was in some sitcom back in the day? Yeah, well, there you go. That's what it'll be. That shows you how little I know on that subject. But on the same thing that I seen the thing with the beds on, I seen the thing where she was dancing around with those trousers on. It was really, really provocative and caused some kind of controversy and stuff. And that those trousers she had on was some kind of nod to that.
All right.
They were too sexy.
I can see where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, there must be a kid in this, because at the end of it, she's pregnant, isn't she?
Is she? Oh, gosh. Must have been really drunk.
You really don't remember it?
I really don't remember it, no.
Oh, them's his Iron Man colours.
Yep. And it's another bit of colour. Intriguing.
Oh.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, it's got a little sword logo on it.
Yeah.
Never noticed it before.
Again, they're not just handed Easter eggs out.
I could go an Easter egg, actually.
Look, it's the star of the show. It's an interesting turn of phrase.
Is that what she said there?
Yeah.
Is it definitely going to be sitcoms all the way through?
And it's a white rabbit, and a white rabbit is the one that Alice follows down the rabbit hole.
And remember, in black and white, it can't be a white rabbit. It's got to be like light green or
yeah. It's usually day glow yellow. They paint it. Yeah.
Painted rabbit. Yeah.
He's someone. Posty.
Yeah, the Posty. Yeah.
He's someone.
They're probably all in on it, apart from them.
Aye, good shout, Jody.
Queen of the cul-de-sac. Doesn't look like a cul-de-sac.
Good point.
I like Paul's theory that he's plugged in somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Transcend all barriers of time and be in multiple episodes, decades, and still make a current day episode. Yes.
She could be the Stan Lee of WandaVision. because that was supposed to be him at the end of Infinity War. Instead of Captain America, it was supposed to be Stan Lee.
Oh, was it?
All right, okay.
But unfortunately, he passed away.
Is that right?
Yeah.
He was going to play old Captain America.
Old Steve, yeah. And so that was the
Really?
idea, was that he was going to put the thread all the way through.
Of
Right,
course, right.
interesting.
That's really,
tied it with a
really
little bow.
good. Yeah, that's good. I like that, actually. It's like my back garden.
I know. Your back garden's looking good these days.
Aye. Mm-hmm.
It's looking. How's the pool going? Is it freezing over when it's kind of?
Not that great. It's more pools of water in between ripped up decking, I would say.
Okay.
For those of you playing along at home,
Puddles, really.
Dottie is played by, I can't remember, Emma Caulfield. I can't remember the actress's name, but she's Anya from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, right, okay.
Again, so authentic. Everything.
Very.
The costumes are amazing.
Mm-hmm. She would make a good Ahura.
Oh, there you go.
100%.
Star Trek fans.
That was them mentioning there that she's wearing pants, but everybody else is wearing skirts. That kind of ties into what you were saying earlier on, James.
Aye. It helps that Ahura look with her hair done up like that.
It does. And her earring looks like the thing she has hanging out her ear.
Yep.
See, they mentioned children a few times as well, but there's no children about anywhere.
It's true, yeah.
It's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Got without the car.
Children. Why did she stutter at her name there?
I know.
So many questions. Unfortunately, we don't have any answers.
It's very true, yeah. We don't have any.
No. Very superficial, this watch along.
I know there's lots of stuff in there which I'm not getting. I'll be there's lots of. I'm sure it's just packed full of stuff. All these conversations.
I think when you watch every single episode, then you watch the first one, watch it over again, then you'll be like,
I think you're right. Yep, I think you're right.
One of those ones.
I think when it gets to episode 8 and episode 9, these things will just be like, oh, that's all right. I get it. Oh.
I was watching Iceman. Have you seen that movie about the contract killer guy?
Michael Shannon.
Michael Shannon. And David Schwimmer's in that. David Schwimmer's in it as a totally not normal part for him.
I can't remember him being in it.
And he looks not dissimilar to. Aye. He's got the kind of drippy moustache and stuff.
General Zod.
Yeah. I like Michael Shannon, he's great.
Aye.
He's good, yeah.
Mention the kids again.
Yeah.
And even at the magic show, there's no kids about at all. You'd think there'd be kids at that.
It's for the children.
I know I'm getting a wee bit far ahead here, but
stealing beer?
Stealing beer?
Deep. pretty sure they wouldn't have got away with that joke in the 60s.
I tell you, absolutely not. Oh dear.
Nice graphics.
Yeah,
That'll come up the works.
that's like the graphics at the start of Jurassic Park. Remember the wee DNA type style graphics?
We took dino DNA.
Mr. DNA,
That's
wasn't
the
it?
one.
What was the name of the paperclip used in the old?
Clippy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Ding 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 ding.
I see you're writing a letter.
Wonder. She said wonder.
Calm down.
That's as deep as it gets. Just
Oh,
now.
this is
I think she said
a bit
wonder.
For
weird.
me, pretty much.
What are you saying, Sloan?
This is a bit weird. This conversation, actually.
Yeah.
In the radio.
Very odd. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Wanda. Help me, Wanda.
%. All that stuff's inside.
I was getting kind of Life on Mars type vibes. You ever watched that show? John
No,
Simpkins?
not on a regular basis. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, because he would be listening to the radio and all of a sudden it'd be like, it would like detune. It was like, maybe we should think about pulling the plug on him. And he'd be like, what? Because like you didn't know if he was alive or dead or if he was like, back in time or any of that stuff. It was a great show.
Oh, he is good in it. He's a bastard in it.
See, Paul knows. Life on Mars.
I like this advert as well.
The Strucker. It's the same couple from before, isn't it?
It is, aye.
Yeah.
I love these sexist adverts. They're brilliant. So of the time.
There's the water tower in the background. Piano's playing, but there's no one at the piano. Now there is.
Looks like the Gotham City set for 66 Batman.
I'm so confused. There was no one playing at the piano there that was playing. What?
Was that just a bad edit, or was that mean
I don't
something?
know. It might have been a bad edit. Yeah. But as much as I thought Paul Bettany was okay in the last episode, he's brilliant in this bit. Like he's really funny in this.
Aye, I think so. Yeah. I think this is a good this whole sequence.
For the children.
Yeah.
Also, Mrs. Hart's there, but Mr. Hart isn't.
And still no sign of Ralph.
Nope, no sign of Ralph. Or Huey.
Huey Lewis in the news.
I felt she was channeling her inner Elizabeth Montgomery in this one, in this episode. The woman that played Samantha in Bewitched.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Aye.
I quite like these gags actually, where he's like, he's using real powers, then she's like trying to make it look as if it's not real. They're all like, oh. Even the wee noise.
I
She used to wiggle her nose and Bewitched, didn't she?
That's it.
Yeah.
And it used to make that noise.
So he's still got the chuddy stuck in his gears.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Chuddy.
You not heard that for a while, Sloan?
Chuddy.
Her powers aren't really defined, are they?
No.
And it's like it's reality altering powers.
Yeah, it is. It's usually getting into folks' mind, though, isn't it?
She literally should be able to do anything. Like,
It's as if they've flipped her powers onto her, and she's seen the alternate reality that she normally projects onto them.
uh-huh.
I think it looks like Bowie there.
I thought he looked like Rick Mail.
He's acting like Rick Mail.
Yeah.
Aye, he is. We're doing what they do in Star Wars today, just watching it
I know.
in silence. He gets away with murder, that guy.
I know.
What, Vision?
Aye. Mirrors.
I love that.
That old
It's like
chestnut.
everyone just goes, "Oh yeah, bravo, mirrors." It's like they were on the stage behind a curtain. That's not how mirrors work.
Exactly. I know. So I wonder, episode lengthwise, if it'll be the same as Mandalorian. It'll be as long as it needs to be.
I think so.
If
Yeah.
there'll be any long, particularly long episodes.
Anyone seen who directed the last episode and who directed this? Is that a thing? Are they getting celebrity?
I never even noticed. I
Celebrity
never
directors?
noticed actually. If it was, I never noticed. Because it was definitely a thing in Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
So this is set in the 60s.
Yeah.
This last one
Yep.
was 50s, definitely.
Yep.
So if it was a Dick Van Dyke show, and this is either
Bewitched.
Bewitched or A Dream of a Genie,
Probably.
what is
Yeah.
if the next one's the 70s, it should be based on a 70s show. Do you
Pretty
know?
much.
It's the Brady Bunch, I think.
Oh,
Somebody.
okay.
Although we've seen more of the black and white stuff. I know we've seen both episodes now, but in the trailers there was more of that, wasn't there?
There was
And
a
it did show you.
bit of colour as well, because the old Vision and Scarlet Witch uniforms. As well.
That's
yeah,
what he
that's
originally looked like in the books.
That's right.
I think that'll be the Halloween episode, because you have to do a Halloween episode for a sitcom.
Do you?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's January.
Is that
Well,
the
yeah.
rules?
I mean, the season usually runs from September to March, but yeah. Then there's a Thanksgiving episode. They need to do one of them. Christmas episode.
Do they?
Yeah.
July the 4th.
Holiday special.
Episode.
It tends not to be in July. Like you don't get the season doesn't run till then. David Schwimmer. Wait, but is this the inaugural comedy performance of the year, or is this just because they said they've been running this for 8 years earlier on?
Yeah.
So have they never had a comedy award before?
Now you're talking about the black and white business.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes when they do these things, they film it in colour and then make it black and white. Did they film this in black and white, do you think? I wonder.
I don't know.
Just when you're talking about colour, certain colours had to be a certain way, like his skin.
No, maybe not. I think you'd film it in color, and then you would desaturate it. So you just take the color out of, I guess desaturate it. So you just get the contrast in there, and that's why you need the different colors, because the blue might be a bit more contrasty against the other colors.
Yeah. The stork has been.
Stork. And
there's no other explanation for it.
Sword.
So what does SWORD stand for? It stands for something. It's an acronym.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Search for.
It's like the space.
Yeah.
Space division of SHIELD.
Pressed one too many buttons there and I lost it.
Because this beekeeper's got a sword get up.
Mm-hmm.
Sentient World Observation and Response Department. What's the deal with the beekeeper?
That's
Why
a
is it
sword.
quite there?
Emblem on his back.
Yep.
Oh, that's creepy.
What's the deal?
Which again isn't obvious. I mean, you really have to. When no one's heard of sword, not really.
She's controlling it.
In this rewind bit.
Oh, yeah, she's altered reality.
Mm.
Or at least her reality.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Is this really happening? Mm.
Oh, bit of colour.
No, no.
No, it's all doing the wee sparkly thing.
Oh, hello. Yep.
No, it's all colour.
Evelyn and Danny thought that all the episodes were up. So on the Saturday they were like, "Well, let's watch another one of those shows," and I was like, "Sorry."
It's not going to happen.
The hexagon frame again.
Oh, Wanda.
Matt Shackman.
Never heard of her. So there's 6 minutes of credits as well. I never fast forwarded the credits in this one to see if there's anything fancy.
Nah, there's nothing. It's just credits. Credit where credits are due.
Credit where credit's due, indeed. Beekeepers equals AIM, but that's already been in the MCU. Iron Man 3. I think they're remixing stuff to suit. Beekeepers equals AIM.
AIM.
What's AIM?
AIM is
I
another.
don't know them.
It's a secret group. Stands for something. Can't remember. I'm sure AIM are the bad guys. Somewhere along the line.
Then there's the Hydra symbol as well, isn't there?
They featured
the octopus thing.
Aye, they featured in Captain America comics quite a bit.
Advanced Idea Mechanics, a fictional criminal organization appearing in American comic books before publishing. The organization originated as a branch of Hydra, created by Baron Strucker.
Oh well.
All right, okay.
Okay, so this is coming in. So thanks, Paul. Yeah, I did. Yeah, that okay. There's a little link there. So maybe like Shield, Sword has been taken over by the AIM faction of Hydra, and they're trying to get Wanda back.
So I'm just scrubbing through right to the very end. There's nothing there.
No.
I think you've cracked it, Paul. They also feature in House of M as well.
All right, okay.
It's Wikipedia article. So yeah, there you go.
So, what do you think?
What did I think of it? Jody, do you want to go first?
I mean, I liked it. Like I say, it kind of reminded me of Twin Peaksy, and it kind of draws you in with the weird factor. And they just show you enough little specks of something going on to keep your interest up. It's a very unusual way to start the Marvel, for TV. But yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
it's not like Wham, like Mando was. It's not like that at all, as we know. But yeah, I liked it.
I think
not loving it yet. Not loving it, but
I think as well that I never, other than Spider-Man, I didn't really grow up with Marvel comics, so I'm not really familiar with all the lore and all that kind of stuff that goes around it. The only real experience I've ever had is with the MCU. So I'm kind of coming at this as a bit of a newcomer. Unlike The Mandalorian, where it's like, I mean, I've been living and breathing Star Wars for like 40 odd years. And my soul was prepared. How was yours, Dr. Jones? Whereas with WandaVision, I'm feeling a bit like and I don't want to use this because it's a great pun. I'm feeling a bit like a fish out of water.
A fish out of Wanda?
Yeah, Wanda. A fish called Wanda. Fish out of water.
Sorry, I'm glad you explained that. I didn't get it. I was like, is that a pun? Is that a pun?
They called it. Sloan's not been taking his medication, clearly.
I know. I've finished taking my COVID medication. Do you know how I usually go on about, I stayed in Phoenix, blah, blah, blah. That's my kind of yawn story. My new yawn story is, I've had COVID. Did I tell you I had COVID? I only meant it like 50 times a day. It seems to be everything revolved around, 2 years. Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was 2 years before I got COVID, wasn't it? It's just... You'll
end up the grandpa and one of the horses. During the war.
Yeah, that's
During the
2020 it was. I got COVID that year.
I know, yeah. So
The COVID. You need to say
anyway,
the
just
Yeah.
just in
Tell
case
us
I
your
mentioned it.
Tell us your COVID story, Grandad.
I know.
Well,
back then we called it the COVID.
Yeah, I'm already boring.
I'm dreading it
people
because
with
I think it's just a matter of time. God forbid, God.
I when it comes to WandaVision, I know I've mentioned on the podcast before that when I watch it with a family member or if we're both enjoying it, it makes me enjoy it more. And Faith is on this. She recently, because we were in isolation because I had COVID, she took it upon herself to watch all 22 Marvel movies. So really got heavy into it, and everything she sees on TikTok or Snapchat or she's gone through all the interviews and stuff. So we watched it on Friday night. Enjoyed the first episode. I can't remember too much about the second episode. That's terrible. I must have been tired and drunk. But it's quite. But we enjoyed it more because I think I enjoyed it more because I was watching it with her. Not sure how much of my enjoyment would have been of it if I was just watching it alone. I did like it because I'm predisposed to like it. It's the type of thing I'm going to like, regardless of whether I like it or not. If that makes sense. I'm just glad to see new Marvel content, and I think by the time we get to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 and 2 will make a lot more sense.
Absolutely, aye.
So I'm glad they're doing it, and I admire their commitment to.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a bold, like I said, it's a bold move, Cotton. It's like I think they made the right choice of releasing the 2 episodes back to back. I think if they'd released the first one, they wouldn't have got as good reviews as they got. I think because the first one was just like, huh, and the second one is a bit more. Oh, I see. I understand what's going on. Like you might not get it, but you at least understand what they're heading towards, or at least a bit more information about the show rather than just we're ripping off Dick Van Dyke.
It helps you put it in a bit more context.
Yes, context. Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it wasn't going to be a sitcom all the way through, though. I'm a wee bit disappointed that it's going to be, because I thought it was going to be like.
I think it's going to be.
I thought it was going to be
the base of it, but I don't think it's going to be because there's actually sequences they showed in the trailers.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get. I really think they're having a laugh and a joke just now. It's all super weird, but I think they're going to get. I think there's going to be a few heavy episodes where some stuff happens and we actually feel a real connection to it. And I think we'll all fall in love with it by the time it's done and dusted.
Yeah.
What's her name? Kat Dennings that plays Darcy from Thor. She's in it playing Darcy from Thor.
Oh,
so
interesting.
So that's clearly the reality. So she's not playing a character like possibly Agnes or Dottie or any of these other characters that play characters.
Yeah.
Or Geraldine. Can't remember her name. Like she's running from a script.
I think the characters help as well. That they're really likable, you know.
Yes.
That keeps you invested as well.
Yeah.
You know?
There's going to be a few episodes coming up. You know, like with every TV show, there'll be like that one or those episodes which are just absolutely magic. And I get a real strong sense that there's going to be, oh man, episode 4, I can't believe what happened. That's absolutely brilliant. There's going to be a few absolute stonkers in there.
So they're going to bring Bill Burr in for episode 6?
Absolutely, oh yeah.
Or maybe we've been spoilt with Mando for that sense, because they went quite heavy in fan service. And you know,
I don't know. I think they make
season 2 was major, you know.
Aye,
for the fans.
Oh, you need to work for your fan service. You need to work for your.
You do.
I think it needs to move well beyond
TV stuff next episode, but I think they've almost sure. So I've seen the trailers. I heard that they're going to. It's 3 episodes of the sitcom, and then it opens up into something bigger. That's what I've heard.
I think so. Kat Dennings is in 7 of the 9 episodes. There's been 2 episodes. That means she's in every single episode to come.
Right.
So my guess is that there's going to be it's probably going to split, and it's going to be them in that virtual reality bubble universe, whatever it is, and then maybe she's trying to break them out or something. That would be my guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm totally on board with that as well. It's like a complete departure. It's the same thing as no, I mean Doctor Strange is kind of the same kind of formulaic Marvel movie that we're used to, which is go get the MacGuffin from over here, bring it to here, make it interact with something here, and then take that thing that you did there and then kill the big bad guy.
And then deal with the spaceship over the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
exactly.
suppose that is it. It's something completely fresh.
Yeah.
In this genre.
And you know what? They did that with Mandalorian as well. Because, arguably, Star Wars is a Western in space, but then again, so was supposed to be Star Trek, a Western in space.
Was it?
But, yeah, well, it was Wagon Train to the Stars. That's what he pitched it as, Gene Roddenberry.
Right.
Wagon Trail to the Stars.
Wagon Trail.
So, I don't know. I mean, I think arguably the Mandalorian did the same thing that WandaVision's doing, or WandaVision's doing the same things the Mandalorian's doing, which is just going in a tangential direction from where the rest of it is headed.
I'll tell you what though, I will not stop watching this. I will absolutely, even, I'm a bit on the fence with it, and I did like it, but I will not stop watching it, and I will treat it with as much enthusiasm as I did the Mandalorian, i.e. it's Friday, this is on. Yeah. We better watch it today. I don't want to wait till tomorrow or watch it as soon as possible and be excited for every episode.
And I think we're committed to doing this thing that we're doing just now, which is reacting to it.
Yeah.
We might not have all the insights because, like I said, I'm not 100% on all Marvel stuff, but I'll talk about it from a TV perspective, TV show perspective.
You're fine. Well, you know a lot about apron wearing.
I
As
wear
do
a lot
I.
of aprons. Yeah.
So,
especially when I'm doing the old barbecue.
aye, the old nudie one.
No, it's a kilt.
Was it kilt with a bare top?
Yeah.
Aye. Just that, and nothing else.
Yeah, just that. Yeah. No, it's just a plain kilt.
There's an image.
And I'm just at the barbecue, flipping burgers. There you go. Try and squeegee that from your mind's eye.
I think we've went off on a tangent. Right, anyway.
Shall we end?
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, then thank you also to those who commented. Paul.
Paul, thanks.
If you like this video, smash the old like button and share as well. So you can always share on social media, Facebook, and all that kind of stuff. And if you got this far, and you want to know when we're going to throw a video up like this, hit the old subscribe button, notification bell, and YouTube work its magic, and the algos will fire on all cylinders, and you'll get notified when we put a new video up. Nice. But yeah, till then, I think we'll call it a day, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Cheers, man.
Cheers.